No.
Okay, first thing we're going to do after tuning is I'm going to have you all put your instruments down and we're going to come up here and sit on the floor and have story time for a minute.
What? Wait, why? Oh, you're going.
Story time. No, but that would be good to talk about.
Where's my blankie?
Come on.
Go put your hands.
We'll just do something different.
Can I sit right here?
Story times around up here. Have a seat. Okay. Can you hear and see? Yeah, I can. I know you can. Do you see how to lead? Okay.
I can see your head.
Okay, our objective today is I can explain and demonstrate how music represents ideas and how its elements, like a story, connect to create meaning. Okay, so we're going to talk today about how music can tell a story, like a book or a movie. So will you guys give me a few of your favorite books or movies? Like what's a story you really love? Rebecca.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Harry Potter.
Wings of Fire.
Wings of Fire. Very good.
The Selection series.
The Selection series? That one I don't know. Gabe?
Aragon.
Aragon. Very good.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Natalie?
90 stories.
90 stories?
Land of
Land of Stories. Yes.
False Prince of False
Very cool.
Prince.
Yes. Howl's Moving Castle. I love it. Days Confused. Cool. So I want you to think about these stories, okay? And you guys have probably learned in ELA and whatever that stories kind of have specific parts to them, right? Like, for instance, the setting. What are some other key points to a story?
The antagonist.
What's that?
The antagonist.
The antagonists, which more generally we'll just go characters. I don't know.
The plot.
The plot,
What's it called? The climax? Yeah, climax.
climax, good.
Theme.
Okay. What kind of happens after the climax?
Following action?
Following action, yep. For right now, for time-wise. we
Ace in ELA. And then I guess the resolution.
Resolution, yep, very good. Okay. All of the stories that you guys shared are pretty awesome. We're going to do, we're going to talk a little bit about Little Red Riding Hood, okay? Everybody knows that story, right?
Yes.
Okay. I hope so too.
Really sad childhood. Are we gonna do like the happy version or like the real version?
I was thinking real version.
Or like the one that I actually like, oh dang. This is gonna be a demented.
This will be the, yes. We're going Grimm's Fairy Tales.
I actually have the book of the Brothers True Fairy Tales.
Okay, what's the setting for Little Red Riding Hood?
The forest in Grandma's house.
Okay.
And then inside of the stone.
Inside the little graphic, Grandma's house, the woods, the club.
Grandma's house and the wolf's stomach. Okay. Okay. Shh. Who are the characters?
Little Red Riding Hood. The
wolf and the woodcutter. The woodcutter.
Isn't the woodsman like kind of gorilla stuff?
The
Grandma.
Woodsman
And
and lumberjack.
Alright, you guys know it, but who can basically tell me the overall plot, Porter?
Little Red Riding Hood was walking through a forest going to deliver cookies to her grandma. And then she met the big bad wolf. Grandma's yeah, that works too. She was like, oh, what great nose you have. Although they're just if you live. That's crazy. And then she figured out the wolf ate the grandma, and then the wolf ate her, and then the woodcutter came and chopped open the wolf's stomach, filled it with rocks, and threw it into a pond.
Okay. The end. The end. Good job.
finds the wolf.
Right?
No, when she gets eaten. When
Probably
she figures out that it's wolf.
When she figures out that it's a wolf. I
That's
would
what I
agree.
meant to say.
Yeah, you
Good
could, yeah,
job,
I agree.
Peyton.
You could kind of come up with a couple, but I think that moment when she realizes this isn't grandma,
Oh no, my grandma
this is the wolf, right?
the wolf.
Better to
Yeah, the
sleep
wolf.
in.
And those
Yes. Meg is enthusiastic about this story. So the climax would be, oh no, it's not grandma.
Oh no,
Perfect.
it's not good.
10 out of 10.
Resolution, the wolf gets chucked into a river and is never seen again.
Oh, so the resolution. Well,
You guys are talking about the
if I remember right from the Grimm story, the woodsman takes them out. The wolf he's so full that he's just sound asleep. So he sleeps through the surgery. The woodsman fills him back up with rocks,
And throw
then he sews him up, then he wakes up,
And then dies from the rock.
and he's very thirsty, so he goes to the river to get a drink and falls in and drowns.
I did not hear that part of the story.
It's the truth. I can bring the book.
Yes.
It's the thing, don't talk to strangers.
The thing, yes, that works for me. Don't talk to strangers.
Stranger danger.
No, the theme is like we should.
And hope there's a woodsman handy.
Wait, but how are we supposed to make friends if we don't talk to strangers?
Yeah.
Well, maybe don't go for the great wolves in the middle of the dark forest. What?
Okay. So the resolution is they're saved and the wolf dies, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on, I gotta see if I have anything to do anything else on the board. Okay. So, listen. You guys know that music also can build a story, right?
Yeah.
And we've been working on Conquistador, and so today we're going to talk about how we can work story into what we're playing and how it works, okay? So we're going to talk about how our performances in particular show the different parts of a story. So I'm going to have you guys split up into groups. We're going to do, I think, about 5 groups. So let's have you two and Maggie, right? Yeah, okay. You three, you three, you three, and you three. All right? Yeah. Okay. So I have for you guys paper.
My base is probably the size of like play on today.
Yes, we're gonna play. Okay. Okay. Okay, listen, guys. So you're gonna be in these groups. I have the important vocabulary here, so these are the ones that we just talked about on the story and everything. And then at the bottom are some ideas of some musical terms you might use in this. And I want you guys to get your music, your Conquistador music, and you can just sit on the floor if you want, or wherever. Look at your music. You're going to talk about how Conquistador brings the story to life. What might the story be? Then I want you to pick a specific part of the piece that you think could tell an exciting story. Yesterday we ran the slower section a lot. So you could do parts in there. You could do parts in the faster sections or the beginning or the end. Just a second. And so then you're going to share that specific part, what you think it might mean in the story, and how we could make it sound that way. And then we're going to try it. Okay? Does that make sense?
So we only pick like one section and then we're gonna try to make it one of the parts of the story or something.
Right. Yeah. So would it maybe be the climax? Would it be the beginning, the setup? Would it be, what part of the story? And make up a story if you want to. Say, I think this sounds like maybe the Conquistadors were doing this. Okay, does that make sense? But then figure out how we're going to do that musically, and then we'll try it as a group. And I have more of these papers too if you guys want more. So one person from each group, go grab your Conquistador music.
I'm right here. I'll get it. Actually, wait, do you want us to do the first violin or?
It doesn't matter.
A first violin?
you want to get your own music so you can look at your part, that's
Okay, me and Ty's gonna fetch your music.
Where did you? Josie, did you take the?
So look for a section that's like 8 to 16 measures. So we're not doing like the whole piece. But no more than 16 to 20 measures or so.
Okay, guys. What I can see from this
The starting point.
I think it's like very like a stealth thing. It's supposed to be stealthy.
I probably they're like these famous people that go.
I think like the beginning.
Yeah. Okay.
The beginning.
And then they cut it off.
It's like really.
Like they're ready to go. I like yeah. Thank you.
Oh yeah, the build up. So it's like it's really.
How many measures do we have to do after?
At least 8, but no more than about 20.
I need to count.
If you go just like between 2 of the numbers in squares, that should work.
What if it's exactly your part isn't really
That
slow?
works.
So yay.
So like yeah.
And I have to use
Well, think about how are we going to make it sound?
Oh.
How are we going to actually incorporate it?
I have no idea.
But me and Nicole are
Lots of ignorance. Yeah, then you get loud because you're like,
Does that make sense? So at first, we're like intensity.
you guys like go
You can't talk. You gotta be one time it's another running away by 11. Something get captured and
And then by 13 we all have the
I'm
same
sorry.
thing.
I don't see this is the part where we get it.
See, my
It's like it takes a couple minutes. Ours is
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, let's see. Mine.
And it's kind of like they're running like almost like they're melody.
I'm gonna play a few just missing, so you can at least hear what parts and sections sound like.
How many notes are in context?
How many notes are in it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
What do you think?
Ours is a lot. Okay, so by like 2, so 5 is like.
Wait. So we're just supposed to find a measure in that.
So we want like 8 to 20 measures that we can play, and then you guys give us some instructions on how to
Like when you're sleeping around, I got you guys over here in a group of people, and you're taking it seriously, the others are like whispering to each other and like shuffling their feet and basically like, yeah, it's like when you got, you're like, and I'm making sound effects like that, but like a very, very
Oh, yes! Like,
and then we'll all play it together. So you don't have to play it just in your group. Unless you really want to.
No.
okay.
No.
Yes.
No.
Please, please,
No.
Shut up, Michaela.
So,
please.
this group's gonna go first. Who's gonna talk?
Do we have to stand up?
Okay, I was like, I'm not saying it.
Okay. We're doing 33 through 41.
33
And-
through 41, okay?
When we think of that part, it's just like,
Shh, listen guys.
because for me, it's just kind of like repeating notes and stuff until we get to 33, and it's like a big moment, and you want to almost like, it's like almost like they're running, and you want to like, I don't know, it's just, yeah.
Okay.
And then it kind of slows down at like 37 and 38 for us, 39, and then it goes fast again, so it's just like kind of running and then slowing down, and then running. Does that, I don't know.
I don't
That
know.
totally checks out.
So how how can we bring that feeling of running?
Almost like playing loud or something. Yeah, almost like
Okay.
an anxious feeling too. Not like in a bad way, but like it's like you want to keep going, you know? Like
So kind of bringing in an intensity to it. How can we do that physically?
faster. I don't know.
Peyton, do you have any
More weight.
more weight?
Louder.
Yeah, like you want to be
Wait,
confident in it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
like-
If anybody got that,
Yeah.
I that was a lot better in my mind.
it makes sense, that works. So everyone, 33, let's try. Intensity, it's forte, right? Okay, instruments up, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That part is really fun. I like it. Is it forte the whole time?
Yes.
Is there any point at which it is louder than forte?
No.
Ha. A little bit, yes. The last two notes
Oh, they're
have what?
ours.
Accents.
They have
Accents.
accents.
So emphasis.
Oh, you're right. You guys are doing it.
Ours are all the same.
So let's see if we can do the forte just a tiny bit softer, so that those accents we can dig in on those and really put the weight in your bone on those. Okay. That was nice. Okay, instruments ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job, thanks guys. That was good.
Nope.
Okay, we'll bounce over here.
I can't believe that worked.
You guys.
Us two?
And Meg was with you, right?
Yeah. 103, we thought was like really fast and hard, and so yeah, keep going, guys.
So 103 to the end.
Yeah. We thought it was kind
Listen to
of
this.
loud and violent, and so we decided it was like every note played was a conquistador being killed.
Okay.
And he kept on saying that the longer the note, the like longer the death was.
It wasn't me, it was
I'm
not.
sorry.
Okay, so what can we do at the end to make it sound like a lovely death scene?
Louder.
Lovely death scene.
Well, I feel like we kind of have to
Okay, shh. What's that, Gabe?
kind of have to like put like loud, but also kind of like a gentle but loud.
Gentle but loud,
Angry
okay?
Mouse.
What?
Angry Mouse.
Angry mouse. There you go.
Gentle but loud.
Interesting. Okay. What is our dynamic here?
Like when a parent's going to
Forte.
Are we forte there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is
It doesn't say it.
Probably.
It doesn't say it.
It's probably up before the coda.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's forte. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, it's forte. So let's try it there. We do have accents. but not on all the notes. Okay, so how can we use our bows to make it gentle and angry and whatever it was you said all at the same time? Heavy on the bow. Okay, really digging in. This is, all right, let's try it.
Where? 103?
103 to the end.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do that one more time now that we're warmed up on it. Can you guys dig in a little bit more on the accents? Get closer to the frog. Just bum bum bum.
Okay.
Get on there on that. Okay. All right. Here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. I heard that time.
Now we'll jump over to there.
Now we'll jump over to there.
Why?
Because I said so.
That's why.
Okay, what part did you guys pick?
We kind of picked the coda.
Okay.
Like, no, like when you get to the coda and then you have to go back to 5.
The DSL coda?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it gets quiet. And then when you get back to the coda, it gets louder, like they're running away. Because like when it gets quiet, they're trying to hide.
And they're all dying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
They're villains. Yeah, so we play at 93 and
So where are we
we're at 5 and
starting?
we take the coda.
Where are you starting?
Where are we starting? 5. Okay, we're
Show me. Okay.
Does that make sense? I hope.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So where we're starting is measure 5 to the, and then you take the coda
To 94.
and then we stop at 98.
Wait, we're going to the till the coda?
No, you're at 5 and then you take the coda. We're stopping at 94.
Okay.
that makes sorry if it's on the
So we start at 5.
Okay. So tell us what we can do to bring in that part of the story. You said they're running
Like
away.
at 5, you get quiet, like they're trying to hide. And then when you get to the coda, it's like a monkey's first time.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. What's that?
It's like an anxious, like when they're hiding at 5 with the like quiet piano.
Okay.
And then once you get to like 12 for us, it's like they have this like anxious run. Like they're like being like
They've been discovered, now they're being pursued. Okay.
And they all
We
die.
got close.
And they all die.
It sounds like it.
Or maybe they lead them into an ambush and then they all die.
And then they all die.
My sister tried to find me.
They all die.
Okay. So there, we're gonna be nice and quiet at the first. We're being sneaky until all of a sudden we have the firsts have a crescendo, right? Into measure
Everybody
13.
has like crush.
It's only written in the first for me. Does
Second
everybody?
violins have
Oh,
four
it's
times.
the major for that.
We have 9.
Yeah, 9.
That's for sure.
That, I was looking
All right.
dynamics.
Let's try it. Measure 5, but we'll take the coda. There, instruments up.
Oh.
Except for first for a minute. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, stop a second. So cellos, that's the bump, 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 bump.
Are we
Major
starting to play at
5.
5 or are we starting to play at 96?
We're starting at 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So sneaky. time.
I could.
Hey, actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey,
That was cool. That was a
that
good
was
choice.
very
guys.
poorly. I have all these kids.
Nice.
my-
All right, let's do.
Okay.
Three, what? You three. Piper, Nicole.
Yeah, I did.
All
I'm
set.
not talking. I'm not.
All talk.
Somebody's got to talk.
All talk.
Josie, you're the one who's
No one. No, I am.
Okay, everybody else be quiet so we can hear them.
Okay, I'm talking. I'm talking.
How about you each take a turn? Josie, why don't you start us off? What majors did you pick?
Personally, I picked like 50 through 70 because, like,
Okay.
in my opinion, like, it was like a war is about to start, but like, it slows down before like starts.
Be quiet before the storm.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. That's cool.
Hey, what time does class end at?
12:15.
12:55.
Okay. Calm before the storm. I like that. Piper, what do you think? What's the story through this part? So if we're doing 50 to 70, so it's the beginning. Okay, well we got to do one all together.
50 to what? 57.
Let's do 81 to 93, if that's all right.
Sounds easier.
Because it is. It's the beginning of the soft part at the first, and that's the part we're still struggling with. So let's try 81. Okay. So what's the story here, Piper? What might be happening here?
I don't know.
What do you think, Nicole?
Like, they're, so, like, before 73, after 73, it goes to, like the rush notes,
Okay.
and then it gets all quiet, like, they're trying to hide away again
Okay.
from, like, their enemies or something, and then they got the courage up to, like, do it, and then at 89, they just go back to try to hide.
And they all die.
Okay. All right. So we start at what dynamic level at 81?
Forte.
Yes.
Fortissimo.
Fortissimo. Yep.
Oh.
You're right. It's double forte.
I can take the same out.
So we're starting at 81 and going to.
This part is a little more laid back. Maybe it's nighttime. Maybe
And then in the morning, they all die.
maybe they have somebody playing music around the campfire. I don't know. And then they do
All die.
81. 81 to the DSL quota.
That was mine.
81.
Right at 81. Fortissimo. Lots of weight, lots of foam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's start over here.
81. What's happening?
81. Some people were going a little too slow. Were you gonna say something, Piper?
Yeah.
Well, like, you know, like, the Frozen 2 movie?
Uh-huh.
You know, like, the giants, and, like, when they see the giants, and they're all hiding,
Okay.
and, like, only the starts a fire, and then Olaf is, like, trying to put the fire out.
Okay. I like that. Maybe some giants are involved in this battle too. That makes it ever so much more exciting.
That's why they all die.
And there's also a 5-headed dragon along with Shrek.
Called the high.
Okay. At
Yeah.
81. Okay. 81.
Who hated
Watch.
so he can't
Bass, you're on eighth notes. Bum, 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 bum. Second violins come right into your. So dun, da, da, dun. Okay, so make sure you're counting. Okay. 81, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's getting lighter. Two, three, four, 1, 2, 3, give me a sign when it's time to pack up stuff. I don't have a
You're good.
so. Okay, 81. Ready? Count in your heads. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now stop. Okay, can you hear the story there? We're still working on notes and rhythms a bit there, so it's a little harder to get that into it, but yeah, you can hear him. All right, our last group.
Mr. Waffle.
Who's talking?
Who wants to talk? Okay, good. Listen to me.
So we're going from 5 to 21. But
Okay.
like, I kind of picture instead of them like fighting like a war, they're like, it's like they're fighting a bull in like an arena.
Okay.
So like, from like 5 to 11, I think of them like as you know, like the conquistadors like walking into the arena to fight, and then
Okay.
12 to only the measure 12, like the bulls getting entered in, and then like from 13 to 20, well, actually,
Okay.
let me see, 13 and 13 through 15 is like their fighting is in 16 is like the conquistador gets it in, and then they just kind of. So
Okay.
they're fighting.
I like that.
He walks in, then they start fighting, and then he gets it in.
Okay. Do you guys, does that sound good to you? Okay, so how can we tell the story?
Story time.
Like it's like anxious, but like you know, they're anxious.
Okay.
It's super.
It's like a quiet intensity.
A quiet intensity. There's an excitement underneath
Yes.
it.
And then like then it's kind of like fear into like a kind of like fear also loudness.
Okay. So physically, violas, cellos, basses, what do you start with there? Well, not at 5, at 13. You guys have staccatos, so you have these light little bow strokes, right? And then in 16, what does everybody have?
Accents.
Staccato.
Accents. And how do we do accents again? Push it. Lots of it. We still want a nice tone. There you go. Lovely accents. Right at 5. Here we go. So starting quiet. The crowd is waiting at 5. This is gonna be so exciting. But nice and sneaky. Cellos, ready for these 8 notes. Okay, right at 5. 1, 2, crescendo, and then a forte, but maybe at 13, come back down just a tiny, tiny bit so those accents are a little more exciting. Okay, let's try that. 5 again. You guys are very together. Nice job. Staccatos, I think, could still be just a little bit lighter.
We should go faster.
A little faster?
Mhm.
All right. At 5. Ready? So we're going to be going bump, 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 bump. 1, 2, 3, 4. faster than that?
I feel like we should play all of it.
Okay, that's the plan here. Is we'll go through all of it and incorporate you guys' suggestions and make the whole thing sound like a story. Okay. One thing I want to mention: violins, violas, watch your low twos.
Oh, I forgot about that.
There were a few happy sounding notes in there. We don't want any happy sounding notes.
I'm so happy I'm doing great, guys. We're not going through.
You guys also, I think you're mostly getting it, but watch your naturals.
Yeah, it's because I'm trying to do that, but I end up just using my second finger because it's too lazy to put my third finger down.
Miss Price, what time are you at?
Okay.
Okay. Alright, from the beginning, let's go all the way through it. We're not gonna go too super fast because the slow part we're still not quite together on. Right at the beginning. Ready? Hands up for those of you that are playing. I guess it's just you guys. 1, 2, 3, and 4, Suddenly loud. Let's do that one more time. You guys, that was very, very nice. I can hear the story. Let's go at, can we just do 50?
Oh.
Okay, I'll try and cue you better on after the rest. 50. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm hearing the story in it though. The intensity and the quiets at the beginning, that was really cool. Okay, let's do some more of piano with the slow section, okay? But the story is so pretty in that part.
Yeah.
Okay, but like high 45 to 65 is so boring. But then when we go like the
Yeah.
but like still, it's still boring.
There are really pretty little melodies throughout it. Watch for when you have those, because you can make those a little bit louder, okay? All right, pick up to 54. Okay. Get over there. Okay. Pick up to 54. So 53. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, let's do that much again.
Where were we?
Should we clean up?
Where did
I
we
don't think we're
stop?
quite there yet. What time is it? 12. 2 minutes. Okay, let's do that much again. We were at about 71.
Hey, I was kind of there.
You're kind of there. Awesome.
71. I was at like 67 because I was counting, then I got distracted, so then I lost my number.
All right, let's run through that part again. Okay, shh. Really count in your head, okay? Oh no. Is that the bell?
Attention everybody. It will be an outside day. Outside day. Everybody, outside. Unless you're a teacher, we'll be having our lunch inside. Thank you.
Okay.
Any
Lucky.
questions, please direct them to the office.
Sit down, Porter.
We're all going.
53, one more time. We'll just do that much again. Count in your heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, the whole time, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That was better. You were together. Okay, so music can be so much more fun when we do the story in it and think about what does it mean to you, what does it say. So remember, our objective today is I can explain and demonstrate how music represents ideas and how its elements, like a story, connect to create meaning.
Do we get story time again tomorrow?
That was fun, huh? I don't know. Yeah. So have fun making stories and music, and we will keep talking about this as we work on Conquistador and your other songs. Okay? Yes, Meg.
I once made a book out of one of the songs we played.
Be very cool.
What was it?
Which one was
Dragon Hunter.
Dragon Hunter? That's
All the
very
time,
cool.
I got killed by trying to cook down.
Thank you, you guys.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did, but you're very
I think we
welcome.
should be thanking you.